Now, there are a couple of good points actually about the monopoly. Now, first, if we look at the monopoly is so huge that it is likely to be able to derive some form of economies of scale by the sheer amount of output that the monopoly produces. This internal economies of scale will allow the monopoly to produce at a lower price and higher output compared to the PC firm as seen in this diagram. And in the case of a natural monopoly where the market is substantially small and there are very high sunk costs, it might be the case that one firm will be able to do the job better than two firms because only one firm is able to substantially produce at a level of output that will allow the industry to capture the minimum efficient scale. So in this case, we will say that for this kind of markets, it's better to have a natural monopoly. Given that the monopoly makes supernormal profits in the long run, the monopoly has actually substantial amount of retained supernormal profits that it is actually able to use on research and development and on innovation. So some monopolies may take the opportunity to use these supernormal profits to strengthen their barriers to entry by reinvesting these profits to do research and development to improve the quality of their products and their product offering. And this is especially so in the case of a contestable market. What is a contestable market? A contestable market is where you have one firm dominating the industry, but you have also some potential firms that might be able to break through and enter the industry should the monopoly choose to become complacent. So one good example would be to look at Microsoft Office. Now, Microsoft Office was the sole office productivity software in the 1990s, and we are still using it today. And although we are still using it today, we find that there have been various product offerings by other firms. For example, you have the Apple equivalent of Office like Numbers, Keynote. This is your equivalent of your Microsoft Office in terms of PowerPoint and your Excel. So we find that Microsoft was able to actually continue to innovate and come up with newer and better version of their Microsoft Office by reinvesting the profits that they have to come up with newer and better product versions. Why is this so? This is because if they choose to become complacent and not innovate, eventually Apple will come up with a better version, Google will come up with a better version, and in the end they will be replaced by these newer and better versions of an equivalent software.